Greetings, everyone. We continue to discuss the white paper as presented by the Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Aaron Mtswalet, which is out for public comments. In this video, we are looking into what is called the principle of Pan-Africanism. It is captured in this document. We all know, which is common cause, that South Africa is an African country. The 2017 white paper on international migration didn't recognize or notice that the 1999 white paper on international migration was not pan-African in outlook. It came across as advancing the interests of non-Africans in terms of the permitting regime in South Africa. The 2017 white paper on international migration recognized that indeed South Africa is an African country, and it must also intervene given our history in terms of dealing with the issues of migration within Africa, particularly within SADC region. We've spoken a lot about the 2017 white paper on international migration, on how it proposed to deal with the question of migration, mainly of people of low skill that flock to South Africa. The Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Aaron Mtswalet, has presented this one, which is under discussion. We said we will discuss this document and then at the end possibly offer our own analysis. But the document is available in the website of the Department of Home Affairs. You can Google and get yourself a copy. It says here, the Department of Home Affairs' response to challenges posed by unlawful migration must be informed by the principle of Pan-Africanism. The Pan-Africanism philosophy, inter alia, led to the establishment of the Organization of African Unity, now African Union, led by Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana on 25 May 1963, with its aims inter alia to safeguard the interests of African states and the independence of all African states. It is upon this basis that, over and above the 1951 United Nations Refugees Convention and the 1967 Protocol relating to the status of refugees, the OAU endorsed its own OAU Convention governing the specific aspects of refugee problems in Africa, 1969, in order to deal with the peculiar circumstances of migration and refugees in Africa. This was done in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. The 1969 OAU Convention prohibited refusal of entry, expulsion or extradition of asylum seekers and refugees, and also provides for certain exclusions on certain grounds. In fact, the refugee laws in most of the AU countries based on the 1961 OAU Convention are much more stringent than the Refugees Act in South Africa. In fact, the principle of Pan-Africanism does not promote illegal entry into the countries that are signatory to the 1969 OAU Convention. Migration as an international phenomenon is unavoidable. However, migration should be managed through effective policies and legislative measures. Failure to do so results in insurmountable difficulties. It has become an international trend to develop a single policy and legislative measures dealing with citizenship, immigration, and refugee protection. So for now, we will stop here. We will later on look into the OAU Convention of 1969. The document also deals with how the legislation is impacting on South Africa. There's a subtopic which says legislation impacting on migration in South Africa. We might look into that as well, but we encourage you to discuss the document. The document takes a lot of space in dealing with the issues of refugees and migrants. Someone sent me a WhatsApp message. He has been in South Africa. He's a Zimbabwean. Has been in South Africa since 2013. Then he goes to Desmond Refugee Center to apply for an asylum, which is 10 years later. He gets told that they have to go to the police station and do an affidavit on how they entered South Africa. So he then asked me to say, Comrade Mapena, should I go to the police station? I says, I do not know. You rather do what you have been advised to do. And I was asking, when have you been, for how long have you been in South Africa? And the person says since 2013. And when I asked him to say, but for 10 years, how have you been living in South Africa? I didn't get a response. These are some of the challenges that are there. You remember in the video, in the earlier video, we said that according to this document also, which of course we're told in one of the high meetings, that if a person that has been in South Africa for 10 years gets arrested but shows intention of applying for an asylum document, is required not to be deported or to be arrested. The courts ruled in that. But please look into the document. We will in the next video further discuss some of these issues. Please share your views in the comment section. If you are on TikTok, please do follow us. Please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel and like this video. Have a great day. Goodbye.